Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
Reminds me a lot of Kenton and the mock years, and as we know, that's always been tough for everybody in Ohio to stop, but St. Mary's included. So excited to see the Rough Riders try to rise to the occasion tonight, though. Excited that I think that our offense has a little bit easier of a job against Van Wert's defense than we did the past 2 weeks against Wapak and OG. They still have a good defense, but it's I'm hoping that they get a little bit more on track as an offense as well. So excited just to see what kind of a game tonight. Hope it's a good game between these two teams.
Well, Keith Recker is the head coach of the Van Wert Cougars. Of course, they are the defending Division IV state champions of a year ago. And when you look at this team offensively, this is where their strength lies. It's on the offensive side of the football. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. Right now you're seeing the color guard bringing down the colors, and we'll be shortly playing the national anthem. But while they do that, the Van Wert Cougars are the #1 team in the Western Buckeye League in total offense. They're averaging about 528 yards per game. That's a ton. They're the #1 scoring offense in the Western Buckeye League. They're averaging about 50 points per game. #1 in the Western Buckeye League in passing at 316 yards per game. And they are the #2 team in the Western Buckeye League in rushing. They are averaging 210 yards per game. So, as I mentioned, offensively, this is the strength of this ball club. Defensively, you look at them, and they're right in the middle of the Western Buckeye League, just about where the Rough Riders are sitting. You know, they're about 5 and 6 in a lot of defensive categories. But I think for our defense, I think they've got Van Wert's got an outstanding quarterback in Aiden Pratt. He's 81 of 98 on the season. He's already thrown for 1,233 yards, 15 touchdowns, Zach, but more importantly, 0 interceptions. And he's the #2 rusher in the Western Buckeye League, 41 carries for 377 yards and 8 touchdowns. So he has been a part of 23 touchdowns so far for the Van Wert Cougars.
Yeah, there were some of the film against Wapak that I watched, and it was just unbelievable. Some of the passes that just kind of shot out of his arm, that all of a sudden it's 40 yards down the field, and he's hitting somebody on a dime in the middle of their stride. So he's a very talented quarterback, and honestly, even maybe scarier than that is he can pick up the ball and run, and several touchdowns scored that way from Van Wert.
And this is an amazing thing that I picked up. Aiden Pratt, 6'4", 195-pound junior quarterback, also plays on the defensive line.
Right.
So that's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a tall, I don't want to say lanky because he's very built, tall, 6'4", 195-pound D-end, as well as a quarterback.
Well, of course, they've got some great wide receivers in Connor Pratt, Trey Laudick, who returns from a year ago, Garrett Gunner, and Maddox Crutchfield, who comes back from a year ago. And they just got they got key players in skilled positions that are very good. For the Rough Riders, on the other hand, head coach Bo Fry just says, hey, we got to get better. We got to finish. They got to finish what they started. You know, last week against OG, they struggled offensively. They tried to make some things go and just couldn't get it done. So this is the big test for them tonight.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear Bo talk about this week a little bit, because we've seen them struggle all year, and for the offense really has struggled all year, but it seems like he's trying to find their identity.
Absolutely.
And we've seen, especially against Defiance, we saw sparks of potential. So
absolutely. Right now, the St. Mary's Memorial All Brass Marching Band is preparing to play the national anthem. While they do that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the kickoff right after this.
American Manufacturing Solutions is proud to invest in St. Mary's and proud to sponsor Roughrider Football. Think AMS, think logistics, done right. AMS is your complete supply chain solutions provider. Have electrical service needs? AMS can take care of that too. Call us at 419-300-1007 or visit us at AmericanMFGSolutions.com.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
If at all possible, do not let him get outside. They got to put pressure on him. But, you know, he kind of reminds you of a Kenton style of quarterback, as you mentioned. Very athletic, very knowledgeable of this game, knows where his receivers are on the field, and can really make quick decisions on his feet.
Yeah, in their offense, they run a little bit more than Kenton did. They'll have a running back in the shotgun backfield a little bit more than Kenton did. But I just really looked a lot like Kenton when I saw them. A lot of short passes over the middle. And then if you sit on that too much, guess what? They're going to go over the top, and he can make throws very well over the top. I also saw Wapak a couple times go to a 3-down lineman defense. And so what they did is they just had their quarterback draw up the middle, run up the middle, and he could get 15, 20 yards on a quarterback draw. So it's one of those offenses that if you're able to it's running on all cylinders, it is really tough to stop.
Well, we're just about ready for the kickoff, and it's brought to you tonight by Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. See Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance in St. Mary's. Obviously, we got Tanner Howe and Braden Hemmelgarn back to receive the kickoff. Apparently, he's not a particularly deep kicker, as both Hemmelgarn and Howe are standing at their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, I saw him warming up, and he wasn't the best.
And it's going to go to a short back. It looks like that's Ross Henson, I believe.
Yep.
So the Rough Riders will get good field position, thanks in part to a short kick by Trey Laudick, who kicks off for the Van Wert Cougars. So this is a big, big series to start this ball game for the Rough Riders. They're able to move this football against this Van Wert defense, so it'll give them a lot of confidence as this game progresses.
I think another key is that they're eating up a lot of clock and keeping the Van Wert offense off the field.
Good point.
Because if you're going to you may only get 1 or 2 stops on this Van Wert offense a night, so you really need to limit the times that they touch the ball.
Kyle Kogi, the ball carrier for the Rough Riders. He starts the ball game at one of the running backs for the Rough Riders.
That's interesting. That's a new name in the backfield.
Hand off to Henson. It's going to be a first down for the Rough Riders. Good job there by the right side of the offensive line. We're going to move the chain, so the Rough Riders pick up a first down. This is like a Chinese fire drill for the Rough Riders. They're bringing people in and people out, which is not a bad thing. Aiden Hinkle checks in, I saw. Also, Braden Sullivan checks in. Here comes Gavin Reineke with a play from head coach Bo Fry.
Reminds me of a hockey match with a whole line of people in and out.
Wing formation to the right, give the ball to Hinkle. He'll push forward for about 4 yards. Nice run by Hinkle. We'll give him a gain of 5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. Chase Jacobs out over the football. He's the center for the Roughriders. Reinecke under center. Give the ball to Hinkle, right side. Big gain, and give him a gain of 6 and another 1st down for the Roughrider offense.
So far, Roughriders did some good time in the film room because these are the same plays that Wapak was able to run all over Van Wert. I saw off tackle all night there for Wapak.
Keep in mind, Wapak put 45 points on the board against this Van Wert Cougar defense last week, although they weren't able to shut them down as Van Wert put up 55 in their win. But nonetheless, they can move the football on this defense. Henson, nice power move, good straight on blocking by the offensive line. We'll give him a gain of 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. We are just underway here at Grand Lake Health System Field. 9:25 remaining in the first quarter. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Glad to have you along. Wherever you may be listening or wherever you may be watching, glad to have you along. Reinecke under center. Give the ball to Henson, right side, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. It looks like they're going to mark it. FAR officials got it marked past the 1st down, so it's another 1st down for the Roughriders.
Yeah, just so far, just excellent execution up front. Not making mistakes, and a good pace too. Plays coming in quick, line getting up there. What I like too is that they're sticking with it. Van Wert hasn't shown that they can stop it.
Yep.
No need to try anything different at this point.
Nope. Wing left, give the ball to Hinkle off the right side, and Hinkle puts a shoulder down and picks up about, we'll call it 7 yards on the play, so we'll call it 2nd down and 3.
Look at that blocking up front. Excellent job. And you see all the guys down the field. That was one point that Coach Beaufry talked about this week. Concerned that he's not seeing enough downfield blocking, not seeing enough people following through with the play.
Hinkle, he's going to pick up another 1st down for the Roughriders.
Yeah, these aren't even really outside traps, Joe.
Not
these are
all.
just fullback dives.
Absolutely.
5 and 6 hole, 7 and 8 hole out there.
Pretty smash mouth football for the Roughriders
Yep.
right now.
Sending the halfback up the hole and fullback following.
Yeah, the Roughriders have shown no sign of spreading the offense. There's no wideouts. They're running out of the wing tee, if you will. Got a wing to the right and Tanner Howe. 2 backs behind him. We got Henson, and we'll give him a gain of 4 on the play. And the Roughriders obviously have seen something on the left side of the Van Wert Cougar defense, and that's exactly where they're going.
Yep. That one was an outside trap. So a little bit different design there. But I think they're just thinking of different ways that they can attack that same hole.
Roughriders in the red zone now. The ball is placed at the Van Wert Cougar 19-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 6 for the blue and gold. Wing to the left, and Howell off the right side, left side with Henson, and we'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about, and we'll call it a long 2.
They aren't running to that the right side of the Van Wert defensive line very much, but it always makes me happy that we're seeing their starting quarterback on that DN.
Oh yeah,
because I want to get him tired.
Yeah, beat up on him a little bit. Put a body on him.
Bring a crash down block on him a couple times.
Roughriders out of the wing, quarterback sneak, where they just pushing Van Wert's defense back, and it's going to be another Roughrider first down. And the most impressive thing right now, Zach, to me, is the Roughriders, not only are they moving the football, just smash mouth football, but we're down to 6 minutes. They've already used up 6 minutes of clock here in the first half. And again, that's a weapon in itself that keeps the Van Wert Cougar offense off the field.
Yeah.
Because they can score pretty quick.
We see Kobe Fry right here, the offensive coordinator, taking his time with Gavin Reinecke, making sure that they're using up every bit of clock. This is just classic St. Mary's football here, driving down the field.
Hinkle on the right side. He'll get down inside the 10. Clock continues to run, 5 minutes and 26 seconds. Ball will be placed at the Van Wert 9-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. The Roughriders can get a first down without scoring. Gavin Reinecke checks in with the play. Again, wing right with Tanner Howe on the wing. Give the ball to Henshin, and he just spin moves, and Hemmelgarn's helping him along, and Henshin's down inside the 5-yard line. He's down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, that's just replay here. Henshin's hit on the 10-yard line there. He's got a guy right there in his face. He spins off it, breaks a tackle, and carries 2 or 3 Van Wert Cougars with him. That's some great running.
Ball at the Van Wert 4-yard line. We're going to call it 3rd down and 2. I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with you, there's nothing fancy about this offense right now.
Nope.
It's just pure smash mouth Roughrider football. Henshin.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Roughriders. Nice run by Ross Henshin on the left side. Give credit where credit is due from the folks on the offensive line. Great job. So at 4:09 remaining here in the first quarter, the Roughriders draw first blood, and they lead on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard by a score of 6-0 with the point after touchdown coming. Brandon Bowers out of the hold of Gavin Reinecke. The snap is up, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:09 remaining here in the first quarter, we're going to take a break with the score. The Roughriders 7, the Van Wert Cougars nothing. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
You deserve to hear, and those around you deserve to be heard. It's not just about your hearing, it's about your total health. Auglaize Audiology, located at 208 Defiance Street in Wapakoneta and 671 North Vandemark in Sydney. Make your appointment online at auglaizeaudiology.com.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Okay, Braxton. All righty, we'll welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. 4:09 remaining first quarter. Roughriders score on a 2-yard touchdown run by Ross Henshin. This Roughrider kickoff is brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. See Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance in St. Mary's. Bowers, high end over end kick that they're going to take in the end zone, and they're going, and they can't run it out. So a nice kick by Brandon Bowers. And now we'll take a look at the Van Wert offense.
It'd be interesting to see if Van Wert watched the film against St. Mary's and OG and thinks about throwing a deep ball here on the first play of the game like OG did or not. I think St. Mary's will be ready for this one. They don't want that to happen again.
Aiden Pratt, the quarterback for the Van Wert Cougars, sitting all by himself. Just a quick throw and nice defensive play there. Pass was caught by Maddox Crutchfield, and I think it's going to go for a loss.
Absolutely.
Good defensive play there See Dylan Giesecke headed out there. The first player to him was Ty Keel.
Yeah, Ty Keel didn't make the tackle, but he did a great job of working through his block and slowing him up.
Aiden Pratt, the quarterback. We got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and Pratt brings it down. He's going to go right up the middle. And he's going to looks like he's going to get a first down. And that's what makes him so dangerous.
Yep. He doesn't look like a quarterback running that ball either. He's as fast as a running back. He's tall. He plays D end.
Pratt, handoff.
Big hit. Yeah, stay off of him.
Nate Jackson.
Oh.
We've got a penalty on the play. That's Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law. Penalty for all your legal needs. See Dave Weilbacher, and you would think by now that I'd have this phone number memorized, but it is 216-225-9181. So the penalty is against the Roughriders.
It's a little ticky-tacky, but it was after the whistle. He kept running through it. That's a problem, though, with a late whistle like that. You know, he's pushing the guy, and they're not blowing the whistle, then they blow it, and then it's too late by the time he pulls him down.
There's movement by the offensive line of the Van Wert Cougars, so we're going to go back 5. It's another Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law penalty. Give Dave a call at 216-225-9181 for all your legal needs.
Nice of Van Wert to give us a little bit of that penalty yardage back.
So we'll call it 1st and 15. The ball's setting at the Van Wert 42-yard line.
I think we got to watch for a deep pass right now.
Pratt just stands up and throws it out. Pass was intended for Connor Pratt. Falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Cougars. Three minutes and 6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Pratt, Rough Rider defense jump, but they're back. Obviously changing the play. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Pratt pulls it down. He's going to keep it.
Got to wrap him up.
Nice, and we got a flag on the play. Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law, penalty.
It's in the area of usually a hold, but it could have also been a face mask on the tackle.
Keegan Sharp clapping a little bit, so, well, I thought it was going to be on
face
Van
mask.
Wert.
Only a 5-yarder, though.
So a face mask called against the Rough Riders, just a 5-yard penalty, so it'll make it 2nd down and 8 for the Van Wert Cougars. Aiden Pratt in the shotgun, Nate Jackson beside him. There's the pass as caught by Garrett Gunter, and he picks up a few yards after the catch. And on the stop for the Rough Riders was Drew Dameyer.
Looks like St. Mary's is trying to play some sort of a zone out there when they're stacking 3 receivers, and Van Wert saw that and was able to take advantage.
Pratt fakes the handoff. He's going to go. He's looking deep across the middle, and Ty Keel picks it off. No, he went to the ground, so he can't go. Yeah.
Sure, a lot of St. Mary's fans wanted him to get up and run, but high school, once you're on the ground, you're down.
You're done. But that's a big defensive
play
right there. Boom, nice play. The Rough Riders will get the ball at their 15-yard line.
Ooh, looking on that replay, the ball may have slipped out a little bit, but
well, we can't do any instant replay here.
No harm, no foul.
Football, absolutely.
We have no challenges available.
So 2:28 remaining here in the first quarter. Rough Riders have it 1st and 10. Rough Riders back to smash mouth football with Ross Henshin picking up big yardage. He'll give him a gain of 6, and it'll bring the football out to the Roughrider 22-yard line, so we'll give him a gain of 6. We'll call it 2nd down and 4.
Well, so far we needed St. Mary's to not make any mistakes, and thankfully Van Wert made a mistake for us. You said that's his first interception of the year, right?
That is his first interception of the year. Yep, absolutely. Roughriders again in the wing tee.
Just great run. Just Van Wert just unable to put any kind of resistance against the tackles and tight ends out there, and they're sealing off really well, and the halfbacks are coming through, picking up their men, and we're seeing the backside come across and pick up people that they need to.
Yep, Ross Henchen was your ball carrier, 1st and 10 for the Roughriders. The ball is placed at their own 28-yard line.
Down to a minute and a half left in the first quarter, Joe, and that's the best part of this so far.
Yep. This is the second possession for the Roughriders in the ball game. I think it was Ross Henchen again, I believe, on the carry. And we'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. By the time they snap the football, we'll be under a minute to play here in the first quarter on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Roughriders lead 7-0 over the Van Wert Cougars, in case you just happened to join us. Ball's down, and Van Wert's got it. Yep. Van Wert comes up with a loose football. You can just see it come out of Ross Henchen's hands. And the Van Wert Cougars come up with it. So the turnover will give the ball back to the Van Wert Cougars.
Well, that was a pretty much worst case scenario there, because now you've given Van Wert an even shorter field than they had when they threw the interception.
Yep, so it'll be Van Wert football, 1st and 10 at the Roughrider 34-yard line. Aiden Pratt, your quarterback, 3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 in motion. And Pratt's going to bring it down and go up the middle with it. Good job by the defense. Give him a gain of 4 on the play.
Dylan Giesecke, great job. They got St. Mary's is running four linemen, but their outside DNs are linebackers that are standing up. And they're doing that so that they can sort of spy the quarterback.
There's a nice pitch and catch. Pratt's pass complete to Garrett Gunter, 6 foot 180-pound junior.
Yeah, on these sides when they're putting 3 receivers out there, St. Mary's is not covering the middle receiver close to the line, and so they're just wide open passes if they want to make them.
Pass is complete. Short pass was complete to Trey Laudick. So that's the end of the first quarter with the score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. It's a St. Mary's Roughriders 7, the Van Wert Cougars nothing. We're back with the second quarter right after this.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Roughrider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Roughriders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you will need for retirement, family security, and life. With Prudential Advisors, that's what you'll get, someone who can help you build that financial strategy. To get started, contact Kelsey Burke, Financial Planner, and Denny Louth, Financial Advisor, at 419-394-8879 today.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. My apologies. We were supposed to do the big Roughrider replay between the first and second quarter. We'll catch it here at the next timeout. We'll do the big Roughrider replay. Well, while the Van Wert Cougars are running out on the field and getting ready for second quarter action, we want to say a special hey to all the folks of the class of 1968 who have gathered for their 55th class reunion. I think some of them are here down below us. I think some are at Idlewild. I think you had to go out there and use some of your IT expertise to get them so they're able to watch tonight's ball game. But
we do whatever it takes to make sure we have an audience, Joe.
Yep. Ball carrier is Connor Pratt. No, I take that back. It's number 7, Brylan Parker. Nice job by the defense. Parker, the ball carrier, he goes nowhere. So it'll bring up 4th down, and we're going to call it about 5 for a first down. You know, some of those familiar names of the class of 1968, some folks may know Tim Fortney, Floyd Keith, of course, Greg Freewalt.
A lot of great Roughrider football players. That's incomplete. That's huge. No flags, Joe. What a couple.
That's a big play.
Yeah, what a couple great possessions for their defense.
Great job by the defense.
Yep. Well, you have to like where you're at now if you're the coaches for St. Mary's. You got 80 yards to march down the field and eat up more clock and potentially go up by 2 touchdowns. Got to hold on to the ball, though.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. The ball placed at their own 18-yard line. And they're going back to just smash mouth football. You notice that time Ross Henson has both hands on the football.
Yeah. Well, we know Ross a little bit from doing some of the Rider Nation Station games with us. He's a great kid. I know that definitely upset him when he dropped that ball there in the last drive. But
Drew Dameyer checks in for the Rough Riders offensively. Again, we're alert to Truck that we'll play the big Rough Rider replay at the next break. Hemmelgarn, sweep to the right, got to the outside, he's got the corner, 1st down, he's got a lot of yardage, and he was pushed out of bounds at the Rough Rider, we'll call it about the 40-yard line. So after St. Mary's goes pretty much almost a full quarter and 2 minutes into the second quarter of just running off tackle, they finally run one to the outside, and good job by Hemmelgarn.
Yeah, we've seen dive, sweep, dive, trap.
Absolutely, that's all we've seen.
Fullback dive, outside trap. Finally ran a sweep, and Braden Hemmelgarn with 2 big stiff arms.
Yep, picked up.
Down the sideline.
Nice yardage.
He was really hit in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage. That's great.
Back to the wing T, wing to the left. Reinecke under center. A long count this time from the senior quarterback. Turn. Oh, there he goes. He got one tackle.
Ross Henson.
Nice job by Ross Henson.
Woo!
Let's take a look at this instant replay. Good job. He has a blocker standing right down here, right there. He has a blocker.
Yep.
Peel back. Now you know what I played for a coach at one time that would say this: if you're going to run down there, you got 2 options. You either A, put a pad on somebody and block, or you buy a ticket because you've got the best seat in the house.
Yep.
You know, all he has to do is swing back, block him. He's standing in the end zone.
Yep. Got to turn your head around and try to get your body. Even if you don't, take a giant hit on them, because sometimes they call that as a penalty now.
Absolutely.
Get in front of them.
Just you put a pad on him.
Yep.
Aiden Hinkle, the ball carrier. The Rough Riders.
Also on that long run, Stosh Patterson had an absolute pancake block coming across on the trap block.
And, of course, you'll see that on the American Legion Post 323 video highlights, which will air tomorrow. I want to thank American Legion Post 323 for sponsoring our video highlights, which come to you the day after tonight's ball game. Another long count. Hinkle steps out of a tackle. Good job by Aiden. We'll give him a gain of a couple on the play. We'll bring 3rd down, and we'll call it about 5 on the play. But you saw initially somebody had him by the ankle, and he was able to step out of that. Now, we've seen Rough Rider running backs in games past just being stopped by somebody reaching out their hand and tripping them up.
I liked he was able to get his feet up. He was able to keep both hands on the ball as he was running through the hole. He's always pretty good about ball security. I think we're going to see a 28 sweep to the outside probably again with Himmelgarn. There we go.
He cuts it back up, and he's going to be short of a first down, but he puts the ball in about the middle of the field. So if need be, Brandon Bowers could hit a field goal from here.
I think they're going to.
But I think they're going to go for it.
Go for it.
So we'll call it fourth down and a long 3 for the Rough Riders to keep this drive alive. 8:11 remaining in the first half. 7-0 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard.
Sweet.
Give the ball to Himmelgarn. He's got a hole. He's to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Tanner Howell. My apologies. Tanner Howell with the score.
Woo!
So the Rough Riders put 6 more on the board with a point after touchdown coming.
Oh, that's beautiful, Joe. Just full house backfield, classic St. Mary's sweep.
Boy, they just kicked people out when needed be and put his shoulder on them and turned them back inside.
Ryan Meyer down the field getting a block on the safety. This is the offense that Bo Fry said he knew that his team was capable of, and just wasn't seeing it.
Point after is good. So with 7:41 remaining here in the first half, it's the Rough Riders 14, Van Wert nothing. And we're going to listen to our Big Ralph Rider replay, which is brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza, and calzone. Give them a call at 419-394-2244.
Damon calls the signal. Wildcat at the line. Damon turns, get the ball. Shelby, first down, and more. Breaks the tackle. 35, 30, 25, 20, 18-yard line. 18-yard line goes Scott Shelby. What a hole and a flag. We got a flag. I think we're going to get a late hit against the Salina Bulldogs. The flag was thrown over there at the 18-yard line. I think we're going to get a late hit. Personal foul against Salina.
Once again, they're running on that left side of the offensive line.
Boy, I'll tell you, he's my nephew. The 55 is opening some gigantic hole on that left side.
You can tell a difference when he's out there.
Boy, I tell you, he hasn't played in 4 weeks, and he has blown some people apart, and the Bulldogs with timeout will be back in 60 seconds.
That's our Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. This is the State Farm kickoff, brought to you by Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Nice kick by Brandon Bowers into the end zone, and they will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So the Van Wert Cougars, think you're a little stunned?
I think so. I think they're surprised that they can't move the ball better than they have the first 2 times, but they're still talented, Joe. We still got a lot of time left. 7 minutes left in the quarter.
And we've seen it in years past. Teams that have this style of offense. Oh, nice play. They can score quickly.
Stosh Patterson in the backfield right now, and Jace Schaefer there to help clean it up. Yeah, we've seen this these spread offenses with the quarterbacks that can really throw it deep. They'll catch up pretty quick, but so far so good.
Pratt. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. Pass was caught by Garrett Gunter of the Van Wert Cougars. Good job by the Rough Rider defensive secondary.
One thing I'm not as surprised about, Joe, is how well our offenses looked against them, because I saw Wapak able to run the wing tee against them very well in the film.
3rd down and 6 for the Van Wert Cougars. Big play for the Rough Rider defense. Good job by Dameyer, and you're going to lop it up, and it's almost picked off. Nice job by Keegan Sharp. Got in front of the receiver. It almost had a pick.
Man, I really thought that he was close to the line of scrimmage, if not over the line of scrimmage. Aiden Pratt. I thought he was basically had already decided to put it down and run with it. And this is something that I don't think Van Wert has done very much all season, punt the ball.
Not very much. I don't think their punter is even in the top 10 in the league.
No.
We've got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a quick break with 6:45 remaining here in the first half. On the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 14, the Van Wert Cougars nothing. We'll take a break. Be right back.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. If you get an opportunity in your comment section of whatever device you are, just kind of let us know where you're watching from. I think a couple of weeks ago we had somebody that was watching in Spain.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That's probably the farthest I think that we've had anybody watch Roughrider football from. But again, with technology today, you can watch Roughrider football all over the world. They just told me from the truck that we had somebody in Korea last year.
Yep.
So wow. Well, I'm not really sure what this is all about.
I think this was protein spill on the field, Joe.
Is that what they call it?
Cleaning up some vomit. So it's an official timeout to
there we go.
Clean up the field.
So we got cleanup in aisle 25.
Yeah, right.
All right, here comes the Van Wert Cougars.
But that's important to note that neither team called timeout. They did not charge a timeout to anybody. That was an official timeout. They sent some of the St. Mary's coaches out there with some water bottles and towels and cleaned it up.
Speaking of timeouts, the Van Wert Cougars still have 3 timeouts to use. The Rough Riders have 2 to use. So back to receive the punt for the Rough Riders, Tanner Howe and Braden Hemmelgarn. They're standing at about their own 40-yard line. Punting the football is Garrett Gunter. He kicked that off his kneecap. That's a low liner picked up by Tanner Howe. He's going to go to the right. He's to the 45. Spin move, ball is loose, and that's up in the air. And the Van Wert Cougars come up with the football. Or we're going, no, official says Van Wert.
We got the replay right here. Low kick, not a great kick. Tanner Howe grabs the ball nicely, goes down the sideline here, and starts to spin, and that just comes right out.
There it is.
Not even really hit. Great replay there from the truck. That's just.
You can't shoot yourself in the foot like that. You just cannot, especially against a team like the Van Wert Cougars. So it's 1st and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars. The ball is at their own 40-yard line, so that was almost a 15 yards on the plus side for Van Wert. Pass is dropped.
Wow.
Oh, my. Pass was intended for number 3. That's Connor Pratt. And I'll tell you what, Zach, when you look at if you get a shot, if he catches that ball and turns, he has nobody behind him.
Yeah.
There's nobody behind him.
No, he's got a lot of field to work with. I don't know if he would have been able to get turned around quick enough,
right.
but that was definitely a lapse in coverage there and a fortunate break for St. Mary's.
2nd down and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars. Clock is stopped. It'll start on the snap of the ball. 6:23 remaining here in the first half. Aiden Pratt in the shotgun. 2-step drop. He's going to go deep. He's going to pull it down, and he's going to throw a short pass out. I believe it's number 3. I believe that's Connor Pratt, I believe. No, is it?
No, it's
no,
number 9.
It's Trey Laudick. It's Trey Laudick.
Yeah, good coverage there by St. Mary's, but he was able to buy enough time, and the wide receiver kept working his way back.
And That was a nice hit.
Keegan Sharp putting some pain on number 10, Garrett Gunter. Ooh.
And I'll tell you what, that'll make him think twice when he goes down.
Yeah.
And of course, I think
and that was a clean hit too. Didn't go to his helmet.
And I think,
right on the shoulder.
I think Aiden Pratt got up slow on that particular play as well. So it'll bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 2 for the Van Wert Cougars. Now the Rough Riders are going to send 2 guys back and punt to return the punt. They got to hang on to the football. And here's the key. We talked about it in the Wapak game. They got to catch the football.
Yep.
They cannot let it hit the turf, or it's going to go inside the 20.
Gunter has to kick now too.
Oh, straight up in the air. Get out of the way, and they're going to down it at the Rough Rider 39-yard line.
Yeah, those just are. That punter's just not good enough.
Snap was high.
Watch how close this was to being blocked. Ooh.
No, they could have. They should have had it.
I think so.
They could have had it.
I think he was a little worried.
Oh.
Yep. Probably should have had that.
They don't want to. You almost could have took it off his foot.
Yeah. Keegan Sharp kind of pulled up a little bit there. Keegan, you just delivered a hit on them the last play. You can take that ball back on that play.
1st and 10, Rough Riders, wing to the left, turn, hand the ball up the middle.
Tanner Howe trying to find some magic in the bottle again. Same sweep that he scored on.
Give him a gain of 4. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. Sullivan, Hamelgarn check in.
Well, 5 minutes left here in the half, and if you're St. Mary's, you just need to march down, score, with hopefully no time left on the clock.
Long count from Reinecke. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. It's going to get a 1st down. Nice little lunge at the end of the play. We'll put the ball right on the 50-yard line.
Great to see Aiden Hinkle starting to get some more touches this week. Really looking more and more like his old form that we've seen the last 2 years.
You know, and Coach Bose said that earlier in the year. And you wonder why he didn't get more touches, or he hasn't been doing things that we saw him in a year ago. He's been hurt.
Yeah.
And he's just coming back, and he's getting some confidence back off that injury. And
yeah, he wasn't in summer practice. He wasn't in 2-a-days. He wasn't in scrimmages.
Hamelgarn.
Ooh.
We'll give him a gain of a couple on the play. We'll give him a gain of 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7.
Himmelgarn was just a couple steps away from really breaking that long because there were lots of blockers downfield.
Second down and 7 for the Rough Riders. 3:58 remaining here in the first half. Rough Riders lead 14-0 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. And
Tanner
there
Howell.
goes Hamelgarn. No, it is Tanner Howell.
Yep.
Well, here's the deal. He's got these yellow shoes on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
See, my thought process was Hamelgarn had yellow shoes on last time we saw him play,
Right.
and he was the only one. Now Howell's got yellow shoes
Those
on.
are new. Those I don't remember Hal having yellow shoes,
No.
so you're forgiven, Joe.
Thank you. So it's a nice run by Tanner Howell. Good blocking at the point of attack. 1st and 10. The ball is at the Van Wert 34-yard line. Up the middle. Henschen. Give him a couple. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Rough Riders. Clock is moving. 3:10 remaining here in the first half on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Second down and 8. Split backfield. There goes Hamelgarn. Sweep to the right. He's get to the corner.
Nice job.
Nice job by Braden Hamelgarn. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play.
Watch his patience on this replay here, Joe. Just takes his time, lets the guy run past him, slides through, but continues to work upfield. He's not going to go backwards. And we see the line of running backs come in, a new line.
Rough Riders continue to alternate 3 backs each and every play, keeping fresh people on the field. It is warm here at Grand Lake Health System Field, I will say that.
Yep, 90 degrees at kickoff.
Full house in the backfield. Reineke turns, give the ball to Tanner Howe. Tanner's got to get the corner, and just a nice defensive play. He's shoved out of bounds. Nice play by Trey Laudick of the Van Wert Cougars. I think this is going to be a loss of, we'll call it 2 on the play. The first time the Rough Riders, I believe, have seen minus yardage.
Yeah, try to kick a field goal, Joe.
This will be a 50-yard field goal.
Oh my gosh.
50 yards. And the wind, there is no wind, so we'll see. Nope.
That's offsides.
We got a flag?
That's offsides. Offsides on Van Wert, absolutely. That should be 10 yards and a first down, I believe.
Usually offside's 5
5 yards, that's right.
So it'll move him 5 yards closer. That wasn't a particularly good kick by Brandon Bowers. But again, being offsides, kind of had.
I think Van Wert might have gotten a hand on it. The same player that was offsides. He was back there right off the snap. St. Mary's is going to go for this now, Joe.
So we're going to call it 4th down, and we're going to call it a long 4 for the Rough Riders. And the referee is calling for the 2 guys behind the goalpost to come up and get in position here. Wing to the left.
Counter.
Sullivan. Oh, it's just going to be a little. It's going to be a. Well, apparently he dropped the football, but the ground can't cause the football, as the official indicated, and he's going to be about a half a yard short. So the Rough Riders will turn their football over on downs, with 1:54 remaining here in the first half. On the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, it's the Rough Riders 14, the Cougars nothing.
Good play call, pretty well blocked. Sullivan just unable to keep his feet going through the hole there. Didn't really see Van Wert get any good hit on him or.
You see on your screen, time remaining here in the first half. The ball is placed at the Van Wert 25-yard line. 3 receivers to the top of your screen, to the lower. Aiden Pratt, your quarterback, all by himself. He's going to pull it down and run. And the Rough Rider defense pursues. He's going to pick up a gain of about 8 on the play. But more importantly, the clock continues to run. Good job by number 32, Jace Schaefer, a 6'1", 190-pound junior. Laudick throws it out to Gunter. Gunter's tackled inbounds, so the clock will continue to run. Well, it's first down, so once the ball is marked, they'll start the clock. Ball is at the Van Wert 40-yard line. Clock is running. 1:17 remaining. Turn around. Oh
no.
Touchdown. Connor Pratt from Aiden Pratt. That's a 60-yard touchdown strike. And
there's a penalty. They called that pass interference on Connor Pratt for pushing off.
Really? I don't know.
I didn't notice it at the time,
but
watching the replay here, way too much time by Aiden Pratt. So Connor Pratt comes and watch right here at the end. He pushes off a little bit.
Oh my!
It was more. I noticed it more in real life, not slowed down. But
Well, that's a good Dave Weilbacher attorney at law penalty. For all your legal needs, see Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law at 216-225-9181. So, again, we're going to move the football back from the original line of scrimmage. But Zach, that's just how quick the Van Wert Cougars can score.
Right. Aiden Pratt had way too much time to throw that ball. There was no pressure in the backfield.
Right.
And we got to get the defensive backs.
Well, you can put a small ranch on this piece of property they got to make up. First down and 26 for the Van Wert Cougars. Got a man in motion.
Get some pressure.
Over the middle, pass was intended for Garrett Gunter, but it was good defensive coverage by Brandon Bowers. Pass was incomplete, so it'll bring up second down and 25.
Nice job that time by the interior D tackles getting through there, putting some pressure on them.
I'll tell you what, the receivers for Van Wert, they know they're going to get drilled.
Yep.
I mean, our defensive secondary is right there.
I didn't see a lot of the film. I didn't see them dropping as many balls as we're seeing them drop tonight. So I wonder if that's not in the back of some of their head.
Oh, nice shot by Tanner Howell. He stands him up.
That's just good defense right there. You don't mind giving up that short little pass because it's second and a mile.
But he paid the price for it, too.
Yep.
Nice job by Tanner Howell. Boom. Textbook tackle right there. This is third down, and we're going to call it 17, 20, 25 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And they continue to run the clock down.
2 seconds on the play clock. He goes back. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's got people there. And he just throws it up and almost picked off. Good job there by number 45. That's Braylon Sullivan.
Fourth down, Joe, and 5.7 seconds left.
You know what I would do? I'd go for the block.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because even if even if he blocks it and it's a penalty, they're still going to be.
It's still 4th and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's an automatic first down, I think, if
is
it's roughing the punter.
Okay.
So you give them a Hail Mary chance, I guess, or something, but still you're.
Yeah, I'd go get it.
Yeah, I think so. I think you have to take your opportunity when you can.
Garrett Gunter.
Timeout, Van Wert.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the final 5.7 seconds here in the first half. We'll do that right after this.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
All righty, we're back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, 5.7 seconds remaining. Here's our trivia question for tonight. In what decade did the Roughriders have the best one-loss record? This starts back in 1910 and runs all the way through the 2010 season. In what decade did the Roughriders have the best one-loss record? There's the punt, and they're going to get away from the football, and the clock is going to run out. So before we take a break and start our halftime show, in what decade did the Roughriders have the best one-loss record? And it starts from the 1910 season and runs all the way through 2010. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the Hewer Renovating halftime show when we come back to Grand Lake Health System Field right after this.
Here at TLC.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Roughrider Football Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Roughrider Football live every Friday night at 7
paired with your favorite rider aid. Make sure to call and make your reservations now to ensure yourself a good seat. Call Guarneri's at 419-394-2244 and make your reservation today.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Roughrider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Roughrider community.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
Since 1981, Plus One Professionals has serviced St. Mary's and the surrounding area and are ready to meet your real estate needs. They know the real estate market and can help you. Whether you're moving in, moving out, or around the area, Plus One Professionals are ready and eager to help you sell or buy your new home. They operate with the highest level of professionalism, expertise, and honesty as they help make your real estate dream a reality. Call Plus One Professionals at 419-394-7402 in St. Mary's today. Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
Rider Rooters is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's game. Rider Rooters, for over 40 years, has helped provide financial support to our athletic teams. Now it's your turn to help Rider Rooters. There are several leadership positions open that need filled immediately. If this message is speaking to you, please contact Athletic Director Jim Holman at 419-394-4312.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Speckman Automotive, with stores in St. Mary's and Wapakoneta, is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Family run since 1960, Speckman Automotive upholds the tradition of blending old-fashioned customer service with modern technology that the customers expect and deserve. Shop local. Shop Speckman Automotive.
Alrighty, we welcome you back once again to Grain Lake Health System Field. Joe Herbert alongside Zach Farrell, and I want to correct myself. The class. It's not the class of 68. Now I'll tell you what, people listen to us intently. It is actually the class of 1966.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Unique Awards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Salina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
VFW 9289's mission is to honor all veterans, past, present, and future. Come on out on Football Friday nights to watch the live stream of Roughrider Football. VFW 9289, a proud sponsor of Rider Nation Station.
Vogel's Bake Shop, making thousands of fresh donuts daily, open 7 days a week with stores in St. Mary's, Salina, and Walpock. Also now found in Wagner's IGA in New Bremen, Minster, and Fort Laramie.
Well, we've got 7 minutes remaining. The Rough Riders are back out on the field. preparation for second half action. The St. Mary's Memorial All Brass Marching Band is performing for the fans here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. We're going to take another break. We'll come right back. And again, we want to thank Hughes Renovating, your residential specialist, for sponsoring our halftime show. His number is 419-394-8643. When we come back, we'll take a look at some scores around the Western Buckeye League. We'll do that and more as our halftime show continues right after this.
VFW 9289's mission is to honor all veterans, past, present, and future. Come on out on Football Friday nights to watch the live stream of Roughrider Football. VFW 9289, a proud sponsor of Rider Nation Station.
Vogel's Bake Shop, making thousands of fresh donuts daily, open 7 days a week with stores in St. Mary's, Salina, and Walpole. Also now found in Wagner's IGA in New Bremen, Minster, and Fort Laramie.
Alrighty, we are at halftime at Grand Lake Health System Field on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. It's your St. Mary's Roughriders 14, the Van Wert Cougars nothing. Zach has scores from other games around the Western Buckeye Leagues. Some surprises.
I think that people around the league are going to be looking at this game surprised, but I'm looking at some of these pretty surprised. OG up 21-0 over Bath. Not too surprising there. St. Mary's, of course, this game up 14-0 over Van Wert. Wapakoneta and Shawnee tied 7-7 at halftime.
And what's surprising to me is that Walpole put up 45 points against this Van Wert Cougar team last week. Now just 7 points against Shawnee.
And we've known that Shawnee's been improving and they've been a good team, but they've really looked not so good the past couple weeks. Right. And so he thought, well, maybe they were regressing a little bit and maybe they weren't quite as good as we thought they were. But 7-7 tied with Wapak at half right now. This was a surprise to me, a little bit of a surprise. Elida is up 21-7 over Salina. Neither team is outstanding this year, but and Elida is one of those teams that's improving as well.
Well, Elida is 1-2 in the Western Buckeye League. They're 2-2 overall.
Right.
So that's a program that hopefully has got it turned around and is on the upswing in the next couple of years. Will be, a contender.
Right. And how about this? Defiance Bulldogs up 14-7 on Kenton. We've said all year that the Kenton scores have surprised us. We thought that they would be reloading a little. Maybe they'd be down, but they wouldn't be quite seeing the scores that we are now.
In typical Kenton, when I talked to Coach Bowe earlier in the year, he said, I said, does Kenton surprise you as far as their scores or going winless at this point in time? He goes, not really. He said they're starting a freshman quarterback, and you know what happens. They've done it in the past, and we've seen the history of the Kenton Wildcats to start a young freshman quarterback. They'll take their beating his freshman year. They may go 0-10, but from that point, he's gained valuable experience at the quarterback position, and then through his sophomore, junior, and senior year, you'll see him mature all the way through, and by the end, maybe by his junior year, he'll be a pretty outstanding quarterback. That's what I think that they'll do. They'll put all their eggs in on the quarterback, all their eggs in that basket, and hopefully he'll mature throughout the course of the season.
Definitely a risk-reward situation there.
It is.
I think
it is.
Let's throw our guy to the wolves a little bit.
Absolutely.
And you hate to.
And they've got a new head coach.
Right. You hate to look at your group of seniors though and say,
exactly.
Guys, we're starting a freshman. And
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from the kickoff in the second half. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back right after this.
American Manufacturing Solutions is proud to invest in St. Mary's and proud to sponsor Roughrider Football. Think AMS, think logistics, done right. AMS is your complete supply chain solutions provider. Have electrical service needs? AMS can take care of that too. Call us at 419-300-1007 or visit us at AmericanMFGSolutions.com.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
You deserve to hear, and those around you deserve to be heard. It's not just about your hearing, it's about your total health. Auglaize Audiology, located at 208 Defiance Street in Wapakoneta and 671 North Vandemark in Sydney. Make your appointment online at auglaizeaudiology.com.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. We want to apologize for the little glitch in the system that we had, so we had to reboot our feed. But those that submitted guesses for our trivia question, I'll reread it here in just a second. Resubmit your guess. And this is the trivia question. In what decade did the Roughriders have the best one-loss record? And it goes back starting in 1910, going through 2010 season. So, in what decade did the Roughriders have the best one-loss record?
And by decades, we mean the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s.
Yep. Absolutely.
Not just any 10-year period.
Exactly. Yep, absolutely. So resubmit. If you resubmitted earlier before we lost the feed, please resubmit it again. So the St. Mary's Roughrider huddled around their special teams coach, which I believe is Coach Bo. And I believe the Roughriders will kick the football to start the second half. The Van Wert Cougars will have the ball to start the second half. 14-0 on our American Manufacturing Solution scoreboard.
Coach Voorhees out there getting them fired up.
This Roughrider kickoff is being brought to you by Lori Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Lori Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Stop in and see her in St. Mary's. So Brandon Bowers will do the kicking for the Roughriders. Back to receive the kick for the Van Wert Cougars is Brylan Parker. And I believe it's going to be, I want to say Garrett Gunter. But it could be Trey Loudick. It might be Trey Loudick, number 9. All righty. Set back and enjoy. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. 24 minutes of football to play. A lot can happen. Bowers' kick, I believe, is going to go to Loudick at about the 2-yard line. He's to the 15, to the 20. He's got a hole. He's going to the 40. He's got one man to beat. He's to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Van Wert Cougars. And
there's a flag.
And as we said, they can strike awfully quick. But we got a flag on the play. It's brought to you by Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law, for all your legal needs.
That's a second touchdown.
That is a big penalty.
Brought back.
Wow. They had a 60-yard touchdown pass brought back in the closing minutes of the first half on an offensive pass interference. This is going to be brought back hold.
Holding.
Against the Van Wert Cougars. Wow. And again, as I said, and if those were no penalties, this is a tie ball game.
Yeah.
Just like that. Boom, boom. So Rough Riders dodge a bullet now. And so they're going to have to set in on the defense. So we'll see Aiden Pratt and company. The Van Wert Cougars will have the ball. This is their first possession here in the second half. We'll call it 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 21-yard line. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. Pratt, just a quick drop. Throw it out to Crutchfield. Crutchfield breaks a tackle, and they'll get it out to the 30. We'll give him a gain of about 8 on the pass completion.
Well, one thing that I was surprised a little bit with Van Wert's offense was that they didn't go to that middle receiver quick pass, because St. Mary's is not covering it. St. Mary's is putting a couple of deep DBs out there, and they're putting a guy sort of on the line, and they're just leaving it open. They tried it again.
Nice defensive tackle there by the Rough Riders.
They're kind of taking the St. Mary's route that if you're not going to cover it, we're just going to keep throwing it until you block it or cover it better. Still good job by that time by Brandon Bowers of getting through the
Maddox
blocks.
Crutchfield on the reception. It's a first down for the Van Wert Cougars. It'll be 1st down and 10. The ball is placed at their own 32-yard line, 33-yard line. They send a man in motion. Pratt back. He's going to launch one, and it is caught.
Tanner Howell ripped it out. Ball's
Garrett
out.
Thunder, and the Rough Riders come up with it. What a play by Tanner Howell.
Tanner Howell says, all right, I'll let you catch it, and then I'm just going to take it from you. Amazing. Tanner Howell, pretty good position.
Oh, he's got his hand right in there,
Yep.
and there the ball's on the ground. Absolutely, and he recovers it. Well, that'll make the American Legion Post 323 video highlight reel. That can be seen tomorrow here on Rider Nation Station.
I think the Van Wert receiver standing there saying, well, how could I have had, I couldn't have had, I didn't have possession of it long enough, but somebody had possession of it. They took several steps down the field.
Well, they haven't moved the chains. Now they're going to say it's an incomplete pass.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yep, let's take a look at it one more time if we can, guys.
And so watch this.
I want you to see how many steps he takes.
Yeah. The ball's in the air. Caught. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He gains like about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're definitely a football move that we talked about. That's going to be a Mark Sisko rules of the game clip for sure.
So the Van Wert Cougars dodge that bullet. There's a pass out to Crutchfield. So we'll give them a gain of 5 on the play. Clock is stopped at 11:09 remaining here in the third quarter. Now the officials are talking to each other. I have no idea what this is all about. And what's that little?
Not sure.
Anyhow, it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd down and a long 4 for the Van Wert Cougars. Aiden Pratt, your quarterback. 3 receivers to the left. He's going to roll to the left. He's got a little short pass, and it's incomplete.
Not sure if his receiver and him were on the same page that time. He was definitely wide open in the flats, and I think he was hoping that the receiver was going to turn around.
Pass is intended for Gunter, I believe, and he's down on the field. He might have sprained his ankle, but he was running a
kind of a wheel route,
and he was just headed to the end zone, and pass was thrown behind him. So it'll bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 4 for the Van Wert Cougars.
And Gunter's their normal punter, so now they've got to send their backup punter in.
Well, that's number 20. That's number 21. That is Gage Steeman.
Be interesting.
Hemmelgarn and Tanner Howell back to receive the punt. They're standing at about between the 35 and 30-yard line. There's the snap. There's the punt.
Much better punt.
at the 28-yard line. Puts a move on. He gets through that first wall, but nice special teams play by the Van Wert Cougars. I was going to say he gets through that tackle, and he's got some clear sailing.
Yeah, it's one of those that you think maybe he just slips through, and then because pretty good blocking up front, staying off backs, not a lot of holding.
If he can get around that corner.
Yep.
But nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Roughriders.
Joe, that's another stop by the St. Mary's defense. I thought maybe we'd stop them twice tonight, and they've punted 4 times now.
Roughriders back on the field. Nice run by Ross Henson off the left side. We'll give him a gain of about 3. Yeah, we'll give him a gain of 2 on the play. We'll give him a gain of 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Ball is placed at the Roughrider 36-yard line. Roughriders, again, not doing anything fancy, just a straight wing T formation.
A little bit faster pace this time, though. Doing a check with me, so changing the play at the line of scrimmage based on what Van Wert's given them.
Little pitch, nice job by Ross Henson. This time they pitched it instead of handed it off to him. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Roughriders. And here's what's they moved it back a yard, so we'll call it 3rd down and 4. But here's what's important. Just keep plugging along, keep chewing up time, Keep the Van Wert offense off the field.
I'd like to see a couple more first downs at least, though.
Absolutely. Wing to the right, turn, pitch it goes to Henson, and he's got the first down. Ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line. No, wait a minute, he's not to have the first down. Gee, what am I looking at? We don't have any optometrists on sponsors, do we?
Nope, but we can.
It's a good idea because I missed that one by about 3 yards. So it'll be 4th down, and we'll call it 3. So Brandon Bowers is in to do the punting for the Roughriders. He is the league's #1 punter as far as average is concerned. Averages over 38 yards per punt. Nice high punt. And fair caught by number 7. That's Brylan Parker for the Van Wert Cougars. It's probably one of the shortest possessions the Roughriders have had in the ballgame.
Yeah, it seemed like Van Wert figured out how to sit on that outside dive a little bit stronger. So St. Mary's is trying some new things, trying some check with me, where they go up to the line and they see what Van Wert's giving them.
Well, the Roughriders defense is giving them the middle.
Yep. Another drop.
Dropped. Pass was intended for Maddox Crutchfield. And I tell you what, I'm going to tell you, I think that is just nothing but the Roughrider secondary popping him earlier in this ballgame.
Yeah. Well,
and I think he just I think he heard footsteps.
Yeah, we saw Keegan Sharp put a nice hit on him earlier.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Now we've seen number 10 Gunter hobbling off the field several times. Didn't even punt it last time, even though he's the punter.
2nd down and 10, and Pratt's going to go up the middle with it. And he's going to gain of about 7-8 yards on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 2 for the Van Wert Cougars. 8 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Up the middle, good defense up the front. I don't know if it's going to be close to a first down.
I think he slid through there. That was Brylan Parker.
Yep, they're going to move the chain, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars. They'll place the ball, and they're in a hurry-up offense.
Gunter caught it that time.
Pass out to Gunter. That'll be another first down. So Van Wert Cougars are hurrying to the line of scrimmage, and they picked up the pace a little bit. Little sense of urgency on the Van Wert Cougars' part. And Pratt goes right up the middle with it. We'll give him a gain. Oh, he's still running, so we'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play. Roughrider defensive line just have to wrap him up. It's one of the things that the Roughrider defense and Coach Coach Bo wanted to emphasize this week to wrap up and finish.
Yep.
Call it 2nd down and 3. Pass out to Crutchfield, and it's going to be another 1st down for the Van Wert Cougars.
Pass complete to number 11, Maddox Crutchfield. Tackled by number 45, Braden Sullivan.
St. Mary's just giving up too much space out there with the wide receivers running these quick. Yeah, good job at that time, Bowers getting in there.
Nice job by Bowers, although he picked up about 3 on the play. Logan Compton checks in for the Rough Rider defense. Crutchfield's going to have to go to the sideline. His helmet came off, so he'll have to set out a play, and then he'll be back in.
Resulting in 2nd down and 7 for the Cougars.
Clock continues to run. It's 7:06 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Aiden Pratt got a man in motion. He's going to keep it. He's going to jump to the outside, and he breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to be close to a Van Wert 1st down.
Pretty good job that time by the Van Wert offensive line, pushing St. Mary's well down the field there. Nice little walled off.
He's not going to make it. And I'm going to tell you something right here, right now. This official down below, right here, said 1st down. He said move the chains, and they're a yard short.
Wow.
So good thing they did not pay attention to this guy because he was way off. So now, are you serious? Now they're going to give him a 1st down?
Not 2nd down. They're saying that should have been 1st down.
Oh, really? Okay, well, apparently he was right. There's the pass. Almost picked off by Keegan Sharp. I'll tell you what, he steps in front of that, he's going.
Yep.
Boom. Yeah, and it doesn't fall.
Wow.
Well,
it should be 3rd down and 10 now.
It is 3rd down and 10. So apparently it was a 1st down.
Yeah.
I didn't think they moved the chains very fast. That's kind of what threw me off.
I think that the line judge on that side of the field, it should be 3rd down. No, it should be 3rd.
Oh, they're all messed up. I'll tell you what, while we've got a break in the action, we're going to keep it right here, but we'll give you the answer to the Rough Rider trivia question, and Zach will choose a winner. The question was, in what decade did the Rough Riders have the best one-loss record? A lot of guesses. Many people guessed the 1990s. In the 1990s, the Rough Riders went 82-31. The actual answer is the 1970s. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars. Pratt goes back, pulls it down. He's got room to run. He's to the 20, to the 15, and he dives forward to about the 13-yard line. So the answer to our trivia question tonight is the 1970s. In the 70s, the Rough Riders went 86-16 with no ties. So the answer is the 70s. Brylan Parker, he's still moving. He's brought down at about the 6-yard line. So it'll be, well, they are in a hurry.
Yeah.
And Parker with it run again up the middle. It'll be another Cougar 1st down, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Van Wert Cougars. The ball is setting at the Rough Rider 3-yard line.
Nothing fancy, just right up the middle.
Good defensive play by Tanner Howell. There's Drew Dameyer in on the stop. Stosh Patterson. 5:25 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Give it to Parker, and he's going nowhere. See, that's what I thought happened before back here when it was like 3rd, 4th and short.
Yeah.
And they did it, and I thought they stopped him just like that one.
Absolutely.
So it's 3rd down and goal for the Van Wert Cougars. Pratt pulls it down, touchdown, Van Wert Cougars. So the Cougars are on the board with 4:50 remaining in the 3rd quarter on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard.
He's just slippery. You know.
And they're obviously they're going to go for 2. No, they're not. They're going to put it on. They're going to attempt the point after. I think Connor Pratt, I believe, will will attempt the point after. Brylan Parker will do the holding.
I think we had another vomit on the field, Joe.
Wonderful.
Van Wert player sent off.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the point after attempt right after this.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Roughrider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Roughriders football game streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Schools, the late Richard Schilling, for military service to country, the late Ronnie Blair. These inductees, along with the 2020 Hall of Fame.
Joe, we do have a winner in our trivia contest.
We do.
The random number generator says that Josh Cable, 1970s.
Josh Cable. Like I said, most of the people thought it was the 1990s, and in due in part to the state championships that the Rough Riders had, but it was the 1970s. And I believe, Josh, you will be able to pick up your certificate for a 2-topping large pizza from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance on Monday. Kick is up, and
blocked.
It is blocked. So the point after touchdown is no good, and the score, with 4:50 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 14, the Van Wert Cougars 6. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back right after this.
Let Prudential Advisors help you tackle your financial challenges. Call Denny Louth, Financial Advisory, and Kelsey Burke, Financial Planner, at 419-394-8879.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Alrighty, this Rough Rider kickoff return is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance in St. Mary's. Hemmelgard and Howell back to receive the kickoff. They're standing inside their 20-yard line, and it'll come to Tanner Howell at the 19. He's to the 30, to the 35, and he'll get to maybe the 36-yard line, where the Rough Riders will have the ball 1st and 10 with 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining to go here in the 3rd quarter. Zach, we touched on it during the break. The Rough Riders don't need to score quickly. They just need to chew up some more time, keep the Van Wert Cougars offense on the sidelines, and maybe put 6 points on the board when it's all said and done.
Yep. I'll take an early score, but ideally they march down the field again and put it in the end zone.
Hemmelgarn jumps to the outside, and he is tackled for about a yard loss on the play.
Feels like that's about the first time that St. Mary's has been stopped in the backfield all night. Kobe Fry's taking his time again, sending the play in.
Second down, we'll call it 11 for the Rough Riders. Clock is running. We're at 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
Pass.
Oh, he's got him. He's got Hemmelgarn wide open. And nice catch by Braden Hemmelgarn. Nice throw by Gavin Reinecke. That's big.
Yep.
Nice pass, put it right on the money, and he brought down at the Cougar 27-yard line.
Well, we know Braden Hemmelgarn has some of the fastest speed on this team and probably all of WBL. He's a track star, so why not send him out there? You know nobody's going to be able to keep up with him. It's just a matter of getting Gavin Reinecke and him on the same page.
Yep, and they gave him time. Good job by the offensive front. Gave him good time, and he just laid it right out there for Reinecke to run underneath it.
Absolutely.
Wing to the left. Long count for the Rough Riders. Turn, give the ball to Henshin. Henshin will pound it off the right side. We'll give him another gain of about 4 yards.
Back to the bread and butter.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you why, you can do a lot of things when you find yourself second down and 6, second down and 5, instead of finding yourself second and 9, second and 8.
Yep.
A lot of things can happen. So we'll call it second down, and we'll call it 6, gain of 4 on the play for Ross Henshin, who's probably closing in on a 100-yard mark. I don't know if we have we had a 100-yard rusher this year in a game?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Reinecke with a long count. He'll turn. He'll give the ball up to Henshin.
I don't think, the Defiance game, we had so many backs getting the ball that I don't think anybody had an opportunity.
I don't think.
And really, since then, we haven't, like you said, we don't have any rusher with more than 200 for the entire season. That's Ross Henshin, 103 yards so far on 20 carries.
We'll give him a gain of 3 on the play. We'll call it third down and 3 for the Rough Riders. 2:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Wing to the right for the Rough Riders. And he's not going to make it. So it'll bring up fourth down and 3. And they may give him a couple, or they give him a yard. So we'll call it 4th down and 2 for the Rough Rider offense.
Interestingly, Joe, the Van Wert's quarterback, Aiden Pratt's no longer in there at DN. They must have moved some personnel around. It looks like they got some bigger bodies in there to try to stop it looks like they got 5 down linemen. That's what they're doing. Kind of switched up the front.
Good job by Henshin. That's a first down. Boy, nothing but power running by Ross Henshin. Had good lean and good offensive line surge by the offense.
Saw St. Mary's really come to the ball. You knew that they were going to probably do a quick play. Thought maybe they'd try a sweep outside, but excellent job up front. Just night and day offensive line.
Absolutely. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. The ball is placed at the Van Wert Cougar 14-yard line. Henshin. Give him a gain of 4 on the play. Well, he is now running. He's running hard.
Yeah, just a workhorse.
Hard. Yes, he is. We'll call it 2nd down and 7 for the Rough Riders. They can pick up a first down at about the Cougar 4-yard line.
Nice to see coaches relying on their seniors here in the crunch time when they need it too.
This will probably be the last play of the third quarter. And we got a timeout. Timeout called by the Rough Riders with 17 seconds remaining. They lead on the American Manufacturing scoreboard 14-6. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back right after this.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Roughrider Football Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Roughrider Football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Make sure to call and make your reservations now to ensure yourself a good seat. Call Guarneri's at 419-394-2244 and make your reservation today.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success. and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
Since 1981, Plus One Professionals has serviced St. Mary's and the surrounding area and are ready to meet your real estate needs. They know the real estate market and can help you. Whether you're moving in, moving out, or around the area, Plus One Professionals are ready and eager to help you sell or buy your new home. They operate with the highest level of professionalism, expertise, and honesty as they help make your real estate dream a reality. Call Plus One Professionals at 419-394-7402 in St. Mary's today.
All righty, we're back. 17 seconds remaining. Gavin Reinecke under center. 2nd down and 7 for the Rough Riders. Give the ball to Henson. He leans forward. We got a flag on the play. A Dave Walbacher attorney-at-law penalty. Well, apparently the Van Wert Cougars are applauding. They apparently think it's on the Rough Riders. It is. The Rough Riders are moving
Watching this,
back.
They called that on 52. Stosh Patterson. Watching that on the replay, he sort of shot out underneath the pile, but I didn't see anything too bad. But I think that was one of the new plays. Let's watch this again. 52 on the left side there, just kind of shoots out, and I don't know.
Well, Rough Riders find themselves, that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 3rd and 21 when we come back for the start of the 4th quarter. That's the end of 3 with the score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 14, the Cougars 6. Back with the final 12 right after this.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
Rider-Rooters is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's game. Rider-Rooters, for over 40 years, has helped provide financial support to our athletic teams. Now it's your turn to help Rider-Rooters. There are several leadership positions open that need filled immediately. If this message is speaking to you, please contact Athletic Director Jim Holman at 419-394-4312.
Alrighty, we are back for the final 12 minutes of this football contest. Rider Nation Station, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, glad to have you along. Rough Riders lead 14-6 as we start the final 12 minutes of tonight's ball game. Well, the down marker says 2nd down. Ross Henson on the carry. And the scoreboard clock said 3rd down, so I'm not really sure who to believe.
Looks like it was 2nd down because there was a penalty called on 2nd down, holding, so
True.
Goes back.
So the scoreboard was wrong. Yeah. So it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 18 for the Rough Riders.
That should be horse tackle.
Horse collar. Oh my. They're not going to get it, are they?
Replay coming up now. Well, it does look like he has the jersey, and we've talked about that with Mark Sisko. Jersey is not a horse collar. He has to actually have his
hand inside
the shoulder pads.
Yep. So Brandon Bowers will be on to attempt a field goal. And this will be the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line, so it'll be a 35-yard attempt for Brandon Bowers. And we know that he has more than enough leg to get it there. He's just got to put her between the uprights. Gavin Reinecke will hold. He'll put it down at the 25. The kick is up, and the kick is wide to the left. So it's no good. So with the score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, the Rough Riders 14, the Van Wert Cougars 6. We'll be back right after this.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
And Wert has the football first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Loudick's going to launch one up, and it is caught.
It's caught by Connor Pratt.
Connor Pratt.
Nice job of catching it, and that's good in the NFL too.
Braden Sullivan over on the defensive player. And that pass is thrown out of bounds. Good job by the Roughrider defense to flush him out of the pocket, and good coverage by the secondary.
Always hold your breath when the quarterbacks are scrambling like that. They have time to throw. You know how good he is.
And he's a talented athlete,
right?
So he could scramble back there forever.
And that's when you see the breakdowns happen and somebody get wide open.
Yep. It'll be second down and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars. Ball is at their 43-yard line. And Pratt breaks a couple of tackles and is brought down from behind.
A little bit short of a first down.
We'll give him a gain of 9. It'll be third down and short. Sullivan in on the tackle for the Roughriders. It'll be second down and short. They can do a lot here.
Yep.
There's a quick throw out to Crutchfield, and it'll be a first down. So again, the Van Wert Cougars are in a kind of a hurry-up mode.
It's interesting. Van Wert has kind of an option there because they sent their linemen, they pulled their linemen like a draw. I think the quarterback has the option to either take the draw or the quick pass.
Pratt rolls to the right. He's going deep, and it is caught. It is caught by Connor Pratt at the 2-yard line. Wow, what a catch.
Not bad coverage. You got your guy right there.
Well, it'll be first and goal for the Cougars at the 2-yard line.
And they're hurrying here.
So the Van Wert Cougars, Nate Jackson, stopped short on the play, so it'll give him a gain of 1. So it'll be second down and goal from the 1. Clock continues to run. Nate Jackson standing right beside Aiden Pratt. Pratt gives the ball. He's going to keep it, and he'll go in virtually untouched. So the Van Wert Cougars are on the scoreboard once again. And chances are they're probably going to go for 2. They're going to try to tie this ball game up.
Oh, yeah. And chances are I think they're going to probably run a draw.
So the Van Wert Cougars close to within 2 points. They trail 14-12 with a 2-point conversion coming. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the lower left. Pratt just standing there, he jumps it in and finds Nate Jackson out of the backfield for a 2-point conversion. So at 9:18, it's the Van Wert Cougars and the St. Mary's Roughriders all knotted up on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the Van Wert kickoff right after this.
Specman Automotive with stores in St. Mary's and Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Family run since 1960, Specman Automotive upholds the tradition of blending old-fashioned customer service with modern technology that the customers expect and deserve. Shop local. Shop Specman Automotive.
Unique Awards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Salina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
This Roughrider kickoff return is being brought to you by Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance in St. Mary's. Of course, the Roughriders should get the ball in fairly decent field position, knowing that the Van Wert kicker doesn't kick it real deep. We got Hemmelgarn and Tanner House standing at the 15-yard line, so Here's the kickoff, and it's way short. Not really sure who that was on the return.
It's like number 46, Colton Mabry.
Colton Mabry. And we see it right here on our replay. Good job by Colton Mabry. We haven't seen him in the backfield tonight, have we?
No, I don't think so.
He is a freshman. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is on the Rough Rider 38-yard line. Up the middle goes Henchen. Good run by Ross. We'll give him a gain of about 15 yards on the play. It'll be first down for the Rough Riders. Good job by Ross Henchen is running hard tonight, folks.
That's just a classic St. Mary's right up the middle trap, too. Yep. Wide open, and Ross Henchen knows how to hit it good. He has for the last 2 years, so. That's 131 yards for Ross Henchen on 25 yards, 25 carries.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. The ball is placed at the Van Wert 46-yard line. Henchen once again. Well, I'll tell you what, he just gets the ball and he bulls his way forward for 4 or 5 yards. And
well, this is exactly what St. Mary's needs at this point, and they need to milk every second of this.
Absolutely. Gavin Reinecke has the play from Kobe Fry. Chase Jacobs out over center. Turn, give the ball to Henchen, and he just bulls forward for about 3 yards.
Yeah, not as big of a hole on that trap, but it didn't matter. Henchen still carried a player for a couple yards. Just good hard running. Now a really big 3rd down here. They're not quite in field goal range yet.
Nope. We'll call it 3rd down and 3. The ball is at the Van Wert 39-yard line. Big play for the Rough Rider offense. Turn, give it to Henchen. He's got the 1st down and more.
Well, we talked about a couple earlier games this season, Joe, and we said, when it's 3rd and short, they don't have a player that they can really give the ball to and know that they're going to get it 2 or 3 yards. And tonight they found that in Ross Henchen.
I believe so. Jacobs out over the football for the Rough Riders. It'll be 1st and 10 for St. Mary's. 7:30 remaining in the ball game. Hemmelgarn on the run. We'll give him a gain of 5 on the play. Nice job by Braden Hemmelgarn.
Yeah, just excellent job on the sweep. Get a nice 5 yards. Short 2nd and 5 now. Much easier, maybe 2nd and 6.
Colton Mabry checks into the ball game, as does Braden Sullivan. I'll tell you what, they probably, this is what my thought is. My thought is that they told Ross Henchen, we're going to put it on your shoulders and you're going to carry it.
Yeah.
You're going to carry us to the end zone.
Yep.
He has been a workhorse tonight. How many carries?
That is 29 carries for 147 yards. Those are some of the toughest 147 yards you'll see. And credit to the offensive line, too. They've done a great job tonight. We've been looking for the last couple games.
Full house in the backfield. Quarterback sneak by Gavin Reinecke. Good offensive surge at the 1st down. Rough Rider players down below on the sideline said it's plenty. But who knows? 6:11 remaining in the ball game. 14-14 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. The officials got together and said, it's a first down. So the Rough Riders will have a new, fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. The ball will be placed at the Van Wert Cougar 24-yard line.
The clock should be running. I'm not sure why the clock's not running. That's pretty important at this point in the game. Van Wert's coach is complaining, wanting a measurement.
Well, it's too late. They've moved the ball. They've moved the marker and everything. They have moved everything, so they can't do this. No. Keith Recker probably has a legitimate complaint if he wants a ball measurement, but they've already moved it. They moved the chains and the down marker, so he's not going to get his wishes. 6:11 remaining in the football contest. 14-14 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball placed at the Van Wert 24-yard line. Reinecke under center. He'll turn. Henschen. And he'll get a couple. They had him at about the line of scrimmage, but Ross just kind of lunged forward. He'll give him a gain of 1 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, 33 for Van Wert came right. Jacob Fierst came right over the center and was in the backfield, but Ross Henschen ran through it. Not quite as good of a first down, though, as Rough Riders have been getting on this drive.
5:23 remaining in the football game.
Well, he's got a lot of room.
Nice run by, I believe, is that Sullivan?
45. Yep.
Braden Sullivan on the carry.
That's just replay. Nice kick out from the leading guard. Running down the field. Good blocking.
Is that his first carry?
I think that's the second carry of the game.
Good pickup by Sullivan. We'll call it 3rd down and a short 1 for the Rough Riders. Clock continues to run. We're at 4:45 remaining in the game. 14-14 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Quarterback sneak, Reinecke. Good line surge. This will be 1st down. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. Now they'll stop the clock until the chains are set, and then they'll restart the game clock.
It's your favorite play as an offensive lineman when you know you got a couple yards, and especially as a center. Just run it right behind me, coach. I'm going to get this. I'm going to push this guy in front of me back, and quarterback's going to pick this up. And Coach Bo comes from that same philosophy. He's told us before he'll run 4 QB sneaks in a row if he can.
I think that was Sullivan, 45. That was Braden Sullivan on the carry again. We'll give him a gain of 1 on the play. I can kind of see what the Rough Riders are doing. They're trying to spread the defense out a little bit with a little sweep. It's not a real wide sweep. It's a short sweep. But hopefully they'll get the defense to flow that way and then come right back up the middle with Henschen.
Clock's ticking. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. Got to start thinking about, if you don't get in the end zone, creating a nice field goal situation for Brandon Bowers.
Henschen up the middle.
He's got a lot of space.
He's going to be brought down at the 5-yard line.
Oh, sort of tripped over his own teammates there.
Ryan Meyer.
Yeah, otherwise he's maybe in the end zone.
We'll call it 3rd down, and we'll call it 3 on the play. 3:15 and counting on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Jacobs out over the football. Turn. Give the ball to Henschen.
I think he's got enough. I hope he's got enough because, yep, they signal 1st down. I was going to say it's really tough if he didn't make that. Do you kick the field goal or do you QB sneak? That's tough call right there.
We don't have to worry.
We don't have to worry about it.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Rough Riders. The ball is placed at the 2-yard line for the Cougars. 2:44 remaining in the football game.
Aiden Hinkle into the ball game.
Ross Henschen coming out and gets a well-deserved break.
Yep.
We've got 8 seconds on the play clock. This could be a quarterback sneak.
Yep. He's in the end zone.
And we got a helmet.
Somebody
off.
ripped the helmet off.
They're going to say he's going to be about a half a yard short, but that's okay.
I kind of like that.
Well, the clock stopped.
Why is the clock stopped?
I don't know. The clock has stopped. Yeah, the clock should not stop. You can ask Mr. Cisco on that, why the clock stopped.
I don't know if you can. Yeah, it may have been an equipment timeout because of the helmet coming off. And guess whose helmet that was? That was Gavin Reinecke.
Seriously?
Yeah. So, and I don't think you can call a timeout. And
does he have to sit out? Does he have to sit out a play? I think Bo's out talking to the official on just that.
I don't know if Bo realized that, but he has to sit out. He has to sit out the play.
Okay. Checking in the ball game is number 27, Drew Dameyer. You know what I think what will happen though, this is my guess. They might put Tanner Howe. Wait a minute. Yeah, here's the situation. Gavin Reinecke has to set out one play. And I think what they're going to do, they may put Kyle Kogi in at quarterback because he is a quarterback listed on the roster. We got 1:59 remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, 14-14. While they talk it over and we get this figured out, we're going to take a break. We'll come right back.
VFW 9289's mission is to honor all veterans, past, present, and future. Come on out on Football Friday nights to watch the live stream of Roughrider Football. VFW 9289, a proud sponsor of Rider Nation Station.
Vogel's Bake Shop, making thousands of fresh donuts daily, open 7 days a week with stores in St. Mary's, Salina, and Walpock. Also now found in Wagner's IGA in New Bremen, Minster, and Fort Laramie.
On the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, 1:59 remaining in the game. It's second and goal. The ball is inside the 1 yard line. And Gavin Reinecke, because his helmet flew off, has to set out one play. So insert Kyle Kogi at quarterback.
And what worries me is as a center, you don't have that snapping comfort with your quarterback.
And Kogi on the sneak. And he's touchdown, Rough Riders. Nice job by Kyle Kogi, who came in. Good job with the quarterback exchange from Jacobs and Kogi, who haven't worked together this entire ball game. And like Zach said, that's always an issue.
Always a concern. And the worst play for it usually is a QB sneak because he's thinking about running.
Because the quarterback wants to go with the football. We've got a timeout we've got an injured player down.
We're being told by Andy Rammel here that it's Kogi's birthday actually today. So.
Well, happy birthday to him.
That's a heck of a way to have a birthday.
Well, we've got a Van Wert player down on the field with 1:55 remaining. We'll come back with the Rough Rider.
VFW 9289's mission is to honor all veterans, past, present, and future. Come on out on Football Friday nights to watch the live stream of Roughrider Football. VFW 9289, a proud sponsor of Rider Nation Station.
Vogel's Bake Shop, making thousands of fresh donuts daily, open 7 days a week with stores in St. Mary's, Salina, and Walpock. Also now found in Wagner's IGA in New Bremen, Minster, and Fort Laramie.
Alrighty, back for the point after attempt. It'll be Gavin Reinecke to hold, Brandon Bowers to attempt the point after touchdown. 1:55 remaining, 2014 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. The snap is back, it's down, it's up, and it is good. So the Rough Riders take a 21-14 lead with 1:55 remaining in the football contest on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With Telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Back to Grand Lake Health System Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. This Roughrider kickoff being brought to you by Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Zach, we saw this to start the second half. The Van Wert Cougars returned the football for a touchdown. They were called for a holding penalty. The Roughrider special teams has to stay in their lanes and do their job and not let this give Van Wert good field position.
Minute 55 left in this game. Everybody has to do their job completely here.
And that'll do it too, won't it, when you kick it into the end zone.
Oh, wow. He about kicked it out of the back of the end zone, Joe.
Good job by Brandon Bowers. That will eliminate that long return we just talked about.
Joe, going back to that touchdown. So here's this for you. Kyle Kogi, the senior, on his 18th birthday, has to come into the game at quarterback, and QB sneak. Not a tough, half a yard, but potentially the game-winning touchdown.
Absolutely.
On your birthday. What a cool story.
All righty, the pressure now on the defense. The Rough Riders got to come up with some big stops and not let the wide receivers of Van Wert run behind them. And they got to get pressure on Pratt, that's for sure, up front. So he's going to pull it down, and he's going to go back up the middle with it. And good job by Drew Dammeier and Tanner Howe. It'll be enough for a first down. The clock is stopped while they move the chains, and now it's running. It's down to 1:45 remaining. Pratt, he'll go up the middle, and the Rough Riders are going to have to wrap him up. So we'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play. We'll call it second down and 5. 1:33 remaining in the football game.
Clock continues to run.
Pratt to throw. He's got a receiver, and he drops the ball. Nate Jackson wide open. That would have been enough for a Van Wert first down, but the ball falls incomplete, but it also stops the clock.
And he probably would have gotten out of bounds. So probably a first down, out of bounds, and a stopped clock.
Yeah.
What's that, the 5th or 6th easily dropped pass tonight?
Absolutely. And this will be a big down. They're probably, in all honesty, on territory. Yeah. They're going to go for it if they don't get it here for sure. Pratt. And he missed tackle. And
that's in bounds. Kept him in bounds at least.
Catch was by Crutchfield. Missed tackle by the Rough Rider defensive player right there. That's a missed tackle.
Yeah, Brandon Bowers just has to wrap that up better.
There's the pass. Complete to Connor Pratt. Pass good enough for 8 yards. We'll call it second down and 2.
And unfortunately, the clock stopped on that. He got out of bounds.
1:14 remaining. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to run right up the middle. And he's got a hole. Picks up big yardage. Rough Riders need to stop him. He's down inside the 15-yard line. He's brought down at about the 12-yard line. So that will stop the clock as they move the chains. Logan Compton checks in. Pratt with the pass. It's caught. And no, it's dropped by Crutchfield. 58 seconds remaining. Ball is at the Rough Rider 12-yard line. It'll be second down and 10. The Cougars can pick up a first down if they get it down to about the 2-yard line. Rough Riders have 1 timeout to burn. The Van Wert Cougars have all 3 timeouts remaining. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Pratt, he's going to run it. He's stopped by the Rough Rider defense. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. A lot of blue and gold in on that particular tackle.
Timeout from Van Wert.
Van Wert calls timeout. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. So with the score, 21-14, 50 seconds remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spies Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spies and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spies Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
All right, that sets the stage. 50 seconds remaining, 21-14, Rough Riders lead. Van Wert Cougars have the football, third, and we'll call it 13. The ball is at the St. Mary's 15-yard line.
Yeah, Van Wert has 2 timeouts remaining.
St. Mary's has 1.
So plenty of time for Van Wert to stop the clock if they need to.
Absolutely.
Just really need some stops here.
Big play by the Rough Rider defense right here. 3rd down and 13. Aiden Pratt in the gun. He's got Nate Jackson to his right. He's going to roll to his right. He's got pass overthrown. Nice job by the Rough Rider secondary. Pass was intended for Trey Loudick or Connor Pratt. I'm not really sure who was out there. So that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down and 13. 46 seconds remaining. This is the ball game. This is the ball game. The Rough Rider fans are on their feet. This is big. The Rough Riders stop them here. I'm pretty sure this ball game is over.
Yep. And Van Wert's going to think about it.
Van Wert's going to burn a timeout. So with 46 seconds remaining, the Rough Riders lead 21-14 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
American Manufacturing Solutions is proud to invest in St. Mary's and proud to sponsor Rough Rider Football. Think AMS, think logistics, done right. AMS is your complete supply chain solutions provider. Have electrical service needs? AMS can take care of that too. Call us at 419-300-1007 or visit us at AmericanMFGSolutions.com.
Alrighty, back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Rider Nation Station bringing you this game between the Rough Riders and the Cougars. 46 seconds remaining in the game. 4th and 13 for the Van Wert Cougars.
And we got people watching from all over the world.
This is big. Big play for the Rough Rider defense right here. Van Wert burned up another timeout just before the break, so they're down to 1 timeout. We'll see what the Van Wert Cougars, Keith Recker and his staff have called. The Rough Riders have to play tough defense right here, put pressure on Pratt. 3 receivers to the right. Nate Jackson setting to his right. Pratt goes back.
He's under pressure.
Throws it out there, and it's picked off! It's picked off by the Rough Riders!
45, Sullivan.
Sullivan picks it off.
Seals the deal. Excellent job right away. Pressure in the face of Pratt. He just threw it up for grabs.
And he overthrew intended receiver Crutchfield, and the Rough Riders, well, I'm sure the Cougars are going to burn a timeout. But I think the Rough Riders can kneel.
Should be done.
Yep, I agree.
I hope everybody watching us at the Holy Rosary Fest enjoyed
40 seconds remaining.
All around the world. Whew, we are, this place is rocking,
It
Joe.
is. Here we go. 21-14, Rough Riders lead. 40 seconds remaining. We got Tanner Howell decides he's going to stand back in the end zone. Victory formation for the Rough Riders.
The best formation in your playbook.
I think the Cougars, are the Cougars going to burn one, or are they going to let her go?
I think they're going to let it go. Nope, they called it.
Nope, they called a timeout with 34.4 seconds. We're going to stay here with it. Again.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.